I am one with my glorious I am presence. And Holy Christ Self. My personalities, body elemental, and new spirit. All parts of my being are in balance, harmony, and alignment, and I am fully contained within my heart diamond and Metatron's cosmic egg. I am now ready for today's message. Greetings, beloveds. Great focus is required for you to go about your spiritual activities. Christmas is learning and relearning about this constantly. As she sees how her energy fields change instantly when her focus changes. Your focus is like a lighthouse light on a beach. It goes out in a specific direction. It is constantly moving and changing, and it lights up whatever it is focused upon for the time that it is focused upon it. Yesterday I reminded you that you become one with whatever you focus upon. And therefore, you must always be vigilant about what you choose to focus the light of your consciousness upon. You, as a master, are always choosing the object of your focus. You, as an unconscious human being, allow the ego to focus what it wants to focus upon. So in your day-to-day life, you are constantly vacillating back and forth between being the master that you truly are and the unconscious human being that you were before the time of your awakening. Although you are awakened, it does not mean that you are automatically functioning in full awakened consciousness. For the grip of the ego mind retains its hold, at least partially, until the final moment of ascension, when it is fully absorbed into the divine consciousness and becomes one with it. Until that moment, it still maintains a degree of separation and authority over your being. So it is a dance that you do back and forth throughout the day between your awakened state and your unawakened state of the past. I remind you of this so that in those moments when you are awake, you will make the choice to focus only on that which is truth, only on that which is divine and eternal. The ways of the world are constantly beckoning to you, calling for your attention, wanting you to give your light to them. For they need your light to continue to exist in this world. But, beloveds, that is how we together are going to remove the negativity from this planet, by not giving the attention that it clamors for, and by giving that attention, which is your light and your consciousness, to only those positive things that you wish to see continue into the new world. And as more and more join us, then the sheer volume and intensity of our combined light and consciousness will cause the shift to occur. It will cause all negativity to simply disappear, because there is no more light focused upon it. What easier way could there possibly be to remove negativity from this world than simply by not thinking about it and not focusing upon it? And yet, it is a very powerful technique, which I invite you to test within your own life. As you go about your day, simply choose to focus on that which is good, and simply choose to ignore that which is evil. Your media has made the choice to focus on that which is negative. That is why when you read the news or turn on the television, you will hear about all the murders and all of the deaths and all of the horrific things that are still occurring in your world. Realize, beloveds, that if you stop paying attention to those media sources, they will eventually change, because they want and need your attention in order to continue to exist. You may feel that by making these choices alone, that you are not having a great impact in the world. But I tell you, beloveds, you are not alone in these efforts. Hundreds of thousands of my children who are awakening are beginning to make the same efforts as you. You may not know them. They may not live anywhere near you. And yet I tell you, they exist, and you are not alone. And it is your combined effort that is having the greatest effect upon all of the institutions of your planet. It often looks as if they are not changing and as if they are still in control. But nothing could be farther from the truth, beloveds. Those that will not change willingly will die and disappear, whether they be institutions or individuals or systems of any kind. They must change or disappear. And so by each of you, in your own world and in your own life, choosing to make the change, to focus on that which is good and positive, these changes will be brought about on a mass level for all to see. This is why I encourage you, my awakened children, to make the most effort that you possibly can to do the spiritual work that you feel guided from within your own heart to do, and to make it, beloveds, a priority in your life. All of your outer activities that are not related to your spiritual work have very little significance in your life and in the life of the planet. You have truly been brainwashed to believe that they are important. I tell you, beloveds, they are not. The latest fashion, the latest sports team to win or lose a game, the latest politician to be elected or removed from office. You will not even remember after you have fully awakened into full divine consciousness. That, beloveds, is how unimportant they are. So why spend time and energy being focused upon them now? I understand that you need your moments of relaxation and distraction. And that is good and well. But I do ask you that even in those moments of relaxation and distraction, that if you can place even a small portion of your consciousness on your breath and on receiving the light that comes in with each breath, you can transform even those mundane activities into your spiritual work. You will find that as you breathe consciously, even while watching the latest game or the latest movie, that you will begin to attain a certain degree of separation from those things. You will watch them from the perspective of your divine self, and you will appreciate them from the perspective of your divine self. And that means that you will gradually distance yourself from them. And one day you will wake up and find that you really do not care about them at all. For when your team wins or loses, and your emotions go up and down, they are the ego's reactions. And what you are looking for through your spiritual work is a state of divine joy, which is totally free of the emotional ups and downs of whatever is occurring in your world. Does it not seem more important to you to be able to maintain an inner state of joy that is independent of all the outer world's activities, than to experience the continual highs and lows that you get from the material world. I certainly hope it is, beloveds. For if it is, then it means that you have taken great strides along your path of spiritual enlightenment, and you are beginning to understand the truth of your true nature. And this truth is permanent, eternal joy within. Once you have attained this state of joy, you will be able to watch the world's activities from an entirely new perspective. This perspective is known in the spiritual world as detachment, because there are no longer energetic cords attaching you to these activities, and so there are no longer the highs and lows. There is a constant level of acceptance, of joy, of appreciation, and understanding that what is happening in the world is exactly perfect as it is for those who are involved in it. But you no longer need to be involved in that world, beloveds. You can be free, truly free, to be in joy, to be in a state of enlightenment at all times. But this, beloveds, you must do for yourself. No one can do this for you. For you are the guardian in the lighthouse. You are the one that directs the light of your consciousness and chooses what you will focus it upon. So please, beloveds, focus it upon that which brings you joy, that which fills you with love and enlightenment. And you will be very happy that you have chosen to do so and made the effort to do so as much as you possibly can. I thank you for listening. I thank you for the work that you do, and I love and bless you always. I am your Divine Father, and I hold you in my heart at all times. I am Metatron,